How linked do you think is witnessing violence to actually having a willingness to pressure somebody into sex if you're constantly seeing violence? And then an extension to that, where do we break the cycle?
This is something that it's really important, like who our role models are, absolutely. What I find really interesting is I've worked with a lot of people, like a lot of women who grow up in a household where they're abused and they don't grow up to abuse. Whereas then I work with a lot of men who were boys that have, really sadly grown up in a household that's abusive. Some who are like, I will never do that. I've watched what my father did to my mother and I never want to, do that. And, like what you said, like learning that's a way to get your way. We have so many problematic social narratives around men being deserving of women's sexuality and their bodily autonomy and things like that. So just like combining all of these things, it can really, like if they've never had those narratives disrupted by someone.
And that's where the intervention is.
Yeah, and so it's like there's so many opportunities for disruption, and like obviously like really back at the beginning is like giving parents like
sufficient
literacy
education.
around like healthy relationships and things like that, and that isn't always accessible. So then bringing like much more comprehensive education like this into schools, like you can be teaching kids all about consent and like respecting other people, healthy relationships from really, really little in an age appropriate way. So there's like all of these options, but we just need like funding from the government and like concerted efforts.